to Everyone Racers,
a show designed for the world of low-dollar racing and oddball car culture.
It doesn't matter what kind of Lemmy Champ or Lucky Track Dog league you run.
SCCA or NASA, we don't discriminate.
as long as you drive it hard and built it yourself.
Join us each week for tech discussion,
Tips, tricks,
as well as news and notes from the world of amateur endurance racing.
whether it's on the spot,
hella sweet,
Or we're lucky enough in Chrissy.
Chrissy,
I give you just the tip.
we're sure you'll giggle a little.
And learn even less.
Everyone report to the paddock.
This is Chris.
This is Chrissy.
I'm really tired.
And I'm not the only mental one on here. Welcome,
No.
everyone racers. Yet another Peugeot episode. This is like more Peugeot episodes than I ever thought we would do when we started the show. But
It's a low number. It's a number that doesn't have a whole lot going on.
exactly like the 400s, basically, GM engines and Peugeots. But this is the funky one. Welcome to episode 407. Peugeot 407 is a large family car. It is what is called the D segment, produced by the French automaker Peugeot from 2004 to 2011, available in saloon, coupe, and estate variants with diesel and petrol engines. 407 was introduced in June of 2004 as a replacement to the 406. Where did we hear about the 406? Oh, that's right. Last episode.
Right.
And it was, the 406 replaced by
Look at the size of that headlight.
2011.
Holy
Yeah,
mackerel.
right? Wait. So we're looking at the wiki on this one. Streamlined design of the car, seen as radical by magazines such as Autocar, the most distinctive feature being its large front grille, steeply rigged screen pillars. If you're just driving any sort of a Peugeot, and as Chris was pointing out before we started recording, they even made, the wagon. There's the coupe. That's a good looking car.
It's so cheeky. If you just imagine like the new Mazda, like scrunched up, or widened out. It's just so cheeky. It's just good.
So I feel like you could scroll through those images really quickly and you could just Rockshaw test, what do you see and which manufacturer, and you're like, Ferrari, Honda Accord. Just every single design cue in all of those cars, they just shoved them all together into their whole thing. It's
Into
crazy.
A Peugeot. Yep. Well, that was fun. Thanks for that. I would love to hear what Wood can it do. What are you doing, Mr. Wood? Because I don't even know.
Goodness.
We're not even
before you fall asleep. You would need to hear it.
All right. I'm going to start out with right now and apologize in advance for my total lack of coherency. So I left my house. So we're recording on, this is Tuesday, isn't it?
This is Tuesday, correct.
Okay. So I left my house Monday at 10 o'clock in the morning. My wife fed me an egg sandwich with sausage with cheese. It was delicious. I got in the car with my dog and all of my stuff for the golf tournament that I'm playing in for the next 4 days, and all of my race gear for West Virginia, which I will be flying to from my current location, which is Austin, Texas. So I got in the car at 10 o'clock and I drove all the way until New Mexico. So I stopped at 2:45 in the morning in probably at 80 miles west of Las Cruces, and pulled into a very nice Love's gas station with my dog Stella and tried to cover as many of the windows as I could to sleep. And sadly, the first spot that I picked had two flag poles right next to it, and it was windy, so the flags were like, yeah, and the dog was like, rah! So
Somebody's outside.
Undo all the windows and move somewhere else. And so I moved to a spot where there were other cars doing the same exact thing in the parking lot, and I was like, perfect. So I did that. So by the time I get to bed, it's probably 3:15, I set my alarm for 5 o'clock. I literally curl up in the back of the truck with my dog, and she's got like her dog bed, and I've got a pillow.
So she's like probably
Are you
sleeping better than you are.
taco?
I'm in the taco in the back of the I couldn't sleep. I laid the driver's seat down and tried to sleep, but the damn headrest sticks up at an angle. Like it might as well have like spikes sticking out of the back of it. It's so uncomfortable. So I was like, I'm just crawling in the back with the dog. So I set my alarm for 5 a.m. and so I probably got 90 minutes of sleep, and then my alarm goes off, and I was like, all right, let's do this. Because I remembered I've done this drive before. I did it last year, and I remembered it being 23 hours. That's false. It's 25 and a half hours. Excuse me. But when you go east, you lose 2.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Yeah, so that's not great. So I'm like, I got to get on the road. So I set my alarm for 5 o'clock. The alarm goes off. I army crawl my way back into the front of the car, and I hit the start button on the car. And what I didn't think about is that I locked the car with the key fob when I went to sleep. So when I started the car, the alarm goes off. So it's 5 o'clock in the morning. There are a bunch of poor people trying to sleep, and my car's like, beep, 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 beep. And I'm like,
I'm sure Stella's very happy too.
Fob? Yeah, and I'm trying to find the key fob. And
Oh my God.
So I immediately started the car, drove around the building, and parked so I could go in and get a coffee and have a pee before I got on the road.
Oh
my
God.
Yeah, it was amazing. So I got to Austin, Texas today, 4:30 their time. And then I brushed my teeth, which felt amazing. And then I immediately poured myself multiple glasses of wine and had some carne asada. And as soon as we're done here, I'm going to go to sleep. It's going to be great.
Who's taking bets on whether or not he actually makes it until we're done?
That would be.
I'll make it. I'm training for the 24-hour right now. Tim Burr in training right now.
Wow.
So
wow, that's so much.
It was so.
When does golf start?
So much.
It's Tuesday.
Tomorrow.
When is Wednesday?
Tomorrow at 11.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
You have till 10 to sleep then. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing.
It's gonna be fun.
Okay, you'll be fine. Okay.
Great.
Who's next?
That's usually why.
What are you working on?
Is if I go to sleep, I always go over to like the semi trucks, because granted it's always the idling, but that diesel idle covers a lot of noise.
That's where I was the first time, but I was on the end, and there was like this little restaurant or whatever on the end. I was like, I'm not gonna like park in the middle of all these. That felt weird. So I parked on the end because I'm just in my pickup, and then the flags are like, well, that doesn't work.
Yeah, and then also having those little noise canceling earbuds. That's
yeah.
If I'd known you were going to sleep in a park, I could have given you all kinds of
the tips.
I had the noise canceling headphones, but I wanted to keep them on in case the dog started barking, because I didn't want to like disrupt my neighbors.
You'd still hear it through the headphones.
So much. I hear alarms right through them. 90
minutes of sleep. You don't know me, bro. Like when the battery turns off, it's off. It's off.
Especially if you're that tired, then
it's a quick recharge. Like I'm good for 4 hours, but when it goes down, man down, game over.
The thing is, she knows how to motivate you to wake up. So she can bark and then she can eat your face. So I feel like you can.
That's fair.
Pause on the chest.
Hello, Dad. Hot breath
poop.
in your.
Gotta poop.
Right?
Gotta poop.
Hot breath in your face.
I will give my girl. She was a rock star.
Okay.
Absolute rock star.
She's learning well to travel though. That's the thing.
Yeah, she's a good girl.
Good.
Mental.
It's funny. It was a 4-day weekend and I got nothing done like that. I worked on everything and finished nothing.
Oh.
So we're again, we're prepping for home renovation. So we were trying to dig to find the lines for our pool pump because we need to have that relocated before the house goes on there. And then I'm still attacking the stump at this point. And it's
How much
personal.
fire?
How many holes?
No holes, just saws. But I have gotten like a quarter of it gone. So like this, it's working.
It would have been gone by now. You just had a little fire.
Yeah.
Cooking this
Until
hot
the
dog.
fire department shows up.
I just needed an
just
outdoor
Cooking
grill.
this hot dog. I'm having
Just making some beans. Would you guys like some beans?
How about witch's brew? It's almost Halloween. You could have been making some Halloween, make it spooky. Then nobody's going to say anything to you.
Halloween
Fair.
decoration gone poorly.
Right?
Yeah, there you go. Oh, sorry, I was just trying to be spooky, creepy. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So
I got this smoke machine on Amazon.
No. I will turn it off. I got this smoke machine on Alibaba, and I can't turn it off.
the Timu smoke.
Timu smoke machine.
Timu.
That's why it looks like it's a stump on fire. I don't know what
It
happened.
came with
that.
directions that said drill 52 holes.
So, that was my weekend. So within just 4-day weekend working on stuff and going out to dinner, and that was it. So yeah, nothing
good.
interesting, but everything exhausting.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, you can tell what we've been doing this weekend.
On Friday, I had a dump truck show up that dropped 12 tons of gravel just off my driveway.
He paid for it. It's not like it's just some random, act of vandalism.
Correct.
Racks.
I
Welcome
paid
to Colorado
for this truck to come drop 12 tons of Class 6 road base.
Yeah, up a mountain.
Up a mountain to our house. The dump truck, I have the whole sheet for it. The dump truck itself had a tare weight of 22,240 pounds. The load that it received of gravel that was dumped in my driveway was 24,280 pounds. And so I then rented a track skid steer and proceeded to spread gravel around. Yes, Tim.
How many yards of stone is that?
It's around 10.
Good question.
Okay.
10 yards.
All right. That's not crazy. I was thinking it was like 40 yards.
It sounds like more than it was.
When the pile was there, I'm like, really? That's 12 tons?
Yeah. We were like, I'm not even sure that's enough.
Yeah.
Like it was
Stone
enough,
is heavy.
But
Yeah.
Stone's heavy.
And this is a mix of up to like 3/4 and down to fines because I needed to compact because we needed to make a non-flammable area all around our propane tank. And that is in kind of an L of our house. Ours is kind of shaped like a T. So it's under one of like the armpits of the T. So I use the skid steer to kind of smooth out the area a bit. It's still a hill, but smooth the hill out and, move the vegetation along. And then we spread out some water permeable weed guard over the whole hill and then put down a whole bunch of stones. So by driving the skid steer around the house, go dump in a few spots, go get more.
I was the manual labor.
Yep. And then also the driveway had a fairly significant depression in it right off the road. It was gradual, but significant enough that I had to creep the NSX in and out of the driveway at a significant angle. So I filled that in to level it out mostly. Made a great difference. So yeah, that was Saturday's playing with rocks and a skid steer. And then fun part is at 11 o'clock, moving the skid steer from one spot to another. And I'm trying not to do just 360 tank turns in the thing.
Or drive over bushes.
Why are you trying not to do 360 tank turns? That's awesome. If you do them fast enough, they'll get up on kind of
too messy.
Yeah, it's still our yard.
Tears up the lawn.
We still all live here.
So
too messy.
And then while working with it, one of the tracks started to pop off. Just didn't feel right.
Yes, all just
didn't feel right.
Mm-hmm.
Was making weird noises. So I stopped. And this is the fun part about having a rental where you bought the $45 insurance. So I say, it's broke. you fix.
Well, we're not going to about to jack up and work on a skid steer that's not ours. So,
Right.
Yeah.
So someone did. They showed up and they fixed it. And by 4:00, we were back in business and finished up for the day and had it returned at 6:30. And and the brief time it was down, the bucket was full of gravel right by where we needed it. So we're like, okay, we'll just shovel this out. And shoveling that one bucket of gravel out, we're like, this is terrible. It's so good.
so much.
It's so good. We got the machine.
And it was
so
all the
much.
way out front and we had to bring it all the way out back. So, I mean, it's pretty far for where we would have had to bring it. So yes, I was like, do we really, I said, I'm really strong. Do we really need this? And yeah. And Chris was like, no, I think we do.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
yes,
we do. That was some of the best $300 and something I've ever spent.
Well,
in my
fortunately,
life.
we haggled because we were like, well, we lost like 3 hours, and they're like, we'll just take a couple $100 off. We're like, okay, great. So
Yep.
Home Depot rental, shout out.
That is cool.
It was a
Those
nice
things
little
are so fun. Those things
diesel
are so fun.
You got it.
tracked. It only had like 55 hours when I got it too.
You got
it came
pretty
with its
good
own
at
little
it.
Trailer. I did get pretty good at it. Yeah. Also, I did change the oxygen sensors in the NSX. One of them, after 20 years, decided the heating circuit just wasn't going to cooperate anymore. Stupid, unreliable car. So, got some new Denso sensors and put those in, and didn't put up a fight at all. The old ones came right out. No problem. Not hard to change. It's like, okay. Supercar life, yo.
Cars are ridiculous. The cars are ridiculous.
And then we did some more new house stuff, like putting things away and cleaning and putting a TV on a mount on a wall and all that kind of crap you have with the new house. It's
It'll
got
never end.
10 outlets here today, so I can change them from this stupid brown color to white in the bedroom, and dimmer switches, because who the hell doesn't have a dimmer switch in the damn house? Except for like 2. Like, what the hell's wrong with these people?
And then like the bathroom and the bed and the lights we just put in our closets have 6 lights in them. It's like the sun. So you're like, cool, I need to put some pants on.
It's
and you're
great.
just like,
6:00 in the morning, going to the bathroom, turn the light on. It's like, well, I'm going to be blind for a while. So
Yeah, okay, because like you want a lot of lights in your closet, but
I do.
first thing in the morning,
correct.
you
Control.
You want that? Yeah, there
I
needs to
want
be some-
control.
that's what a dimmer switch is for. These people
Right.
didn't. Now
Because
like
otherwise,
dimmer
you're
switches.
getting dressed like this, just
I
no, I
can't
mean,
see.
when I used to leave-
leave,
When I used to leave 2 hours before Chris got up, I used to lay out every single thing that I needed. I never went back into my closet. Everything that I was going to wear was on my bureau because I didn't turn the lights on.
and that
so,
had a dimmer. But anyway,
Then it's possible. In addition to all these projects, I have been spending time at the DMV because when you have cars and you move to a new place, you need to go to the DMV. Some parts of this process have been wonderful. The cars need to go through an emissions test, and there is an emissions thing that they run the emissions and they just give you a printout, and they have all kinds of timing, so you can figure out how long the line's going to be. They tell you when to show up, don't show up.
it's all very well organized. Actually,
It's
I have to
so
say. Go
great.
Colorado.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's an annoying process that we have to do, but it's been wonderful. So I brought 2 cars, Chris brought the other car, and the experience has been wonderful. The DMV, on the other hand, has not been so wonderful. I waited an hour today and still never got seen.
Because you didn't have an appointment. You walked in.
I did have an appointment. It's not till next week. So Chris said, I was like, oh, we should just make an appointment. We're like going through all the paperwork, make sure we have all the stuff. And Chris says, oh, great. Tuesday. He was like, what time can you be there tomorrow? 11:00. I go to the DMV today and I say, here's my appointment number. And they're like, that says next Tuesday.
Next week.
So
womp womp.
Numbers are hard. Numbers
Apparently-
are hard.
apparently, so we'll go on Thursday at a different location. Anyway, so hopefully that experience isn't as bad as just sitting there, but it's fine. And other projects around here. So Yep.
So many projects, I'm sure.
so many projects.
Anytime you get a new house, there's no way around it. If you're
Yeah.
handy.
Well, the additional bigger thing because of the fire insurance. So we
I'll
have
say
a
not
lot of
even-
house.
Not even just, because Tim's been in his house a while. I've been in my house a while. We still have projects.
Oh hell, I'm going to continue to have more. These are just like the first round of like these things need to get done, and they don't take that long. This is before we even get to the build the garage and renovate the bathroom stages.
Right? Or we're like, we didn't even finish painting upstairs because we have to finish before it returns to winter here. We got to do the outside projects for the insurance. So we got other unnecessary things. We said like we had to put some stuff outside. We're like, this looks terrible. But that's what they say that we have to do.
Doesn't matter.
So,
We got to get it up.
yeah. Okay. Great news and news time. Work, hopefully, maybe.
That's it.
Oh, good job.
Yay.
So headlights are obviously very important. But apparently, many of them are not rated very well these days. Nishant Jayaram from Jalopnik reported that the IIHS only gave half of the vehicles a good rating, which isn't so good. And when they do this testing, they rate the high and low beams on straight and curved roads to see how much the headlights illuminate roads and lose points if they don't illuminate enough or if there's glare on oncoming drivers. I don't know how they can research which cars have these terrible lights, but with some searching, maybe you'll find something. They did some ratings. That's all we really know. I will say the headlights on a Mercedes E-Class with the intelligent LED beams are pretty effing spectacular.
I've never had bad headlights on any Mercedes I have ever owned.
I thought you were
Even
going to
my
say
old 300 turbo diesel.
I thought you were going to say any car, and I was.
Oh, I've had terrible headlights.
Oh, he says
Headlights on my
sealed
current car are
beams.
god awful.
Mental, would they pass your dazzle board, your 24-hour dazzle board?
Ooh. The AMG would, and the 500, the SL 500, definitely yes. Yeah, even though I think the CLK would have as well. Yeah, Mercedes headlight. Even when I was in Germany, you always liked Mercedes headlights. They were focused. They had lenses. They were great.
Except for when you hit a deer in the front of it, you take it away from the dealer, and then you start driving away and say, "Why can I literally only see the ground?" And we had to bring it
Or
back.
the sky. Ground and sky.
It was awful. Yes, they were like, "What?" And then they were like, "Oh yeah, we didn't do that. We didn't actually fix that. You replaced the whole front end, and you didn't."
They just didn't aim the lights. That's
Come
all.
on.
They just
Anyway.
didn't aim them.
I
Yeah,
know.
little lazy guys.
Once they got aimed, great.
Yeah, it's all back to normal. Anyway, do
You
you
had
like?
the lazy eye.
All right. Well, if you like to speed and you're going to be driving through Texas and you see a speed limit sign that says it has a red border, take that as someone yelling at you to please obey the speed limit. They don't carry any more fines when you go through these areas, but it's a last ditch effort to please slow down as there is something interesting ahead. It is meant to be
Like
an
what?
eye catcher. I don't know. It depends on the road. It's meant to be an eye catcher to change habits when other signs have obviously not done their job. Amber DeSalva from Jalopnik called it assume that this is your mom yelling at you. It seems like this is also a good opportunity for cops to be sitting on the other side of the area to be ready to yell at you and how you didn't follow the signs. Check out the article, follow the speed limit, especially if they have a red border.
This would have been great to know yesterday.
Did you see any of them?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sped right by it. 90 miles an hour.
That's
I got
the
places to
problem
go.
in Texas is the signs aren't obnoxious enough.
Yeah.
It's not that the whole place is boring and flat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Texas.
I saw a lot of dumb signs. I saw a sign today that said no center lines, and I was like, okay, but it was 2 lanes going one direction with like 90 yards of grass in between 2 lanes going the other way, and there was a center line in the middle, like white stripe, and I was like, huh, that's weird. And then, like 5 miles later, here comes some dude in a white pickup truck with a trailer loaded with shit, like saran wrap, driving the wrong way past me on the fast lane. I was like, and I'm on the shoulder. Yeah.
Yep.
So good luck with your little red squares.
Yeah.
It's crazy out here in Texas.
Apparently, they were like, we put up other signs, and then we decided to put red borders around them because nobody listened to the signs.
People are driving the wrong way in the fast lane.
Yeah,
That's
I'm waiting until
terrifying.
the whole the signs with the red borders around them are optional.
Yeah,
was
then
always-
why have a sign?
But that was always
optional.
it's not true. That was
I
always the
know.
joke.
I
Like
know.
when you first started driving, you'd tell people, "Oh, the stop signs with the white borders around the edge, those are optional."
Oh my gosh! Did you teach people that?
No,
This is-
but
you
you'd
should-
always hear that joke.
You should not be a teacher of driving school. I did not teach people that when I was a driver teacher. So there's that.
teacher.
Fair.
Right?
Oh,
Yep.
You know what? There are professionals and then there are DIYers. And who really needs to go to the pros when you could just do it yourself? I mean, machine shops are expensive. They're way behind because it's a dying breed. And it can really kind of drive people to do things in other more creative ways. Well, Caleb Jacobs at The Drive tells us about David Miller, the guy behind Hemi Garage Hacks on YouTube, who built his own device out of a treadmill. Apparently, he's done it quite a few times, like well over 100.
No, 1,000. 1,000.
Oh my goodness.
which is over 100.
I mean, it is, but it's over 1,000.
So many zeros. He used a high weight limit treadmill, a medical gurney with a slab of granite with glass on top, and then the sanding belt on top. Oh my God. My dog just attacked me.
He's
Hi.
bored.
Hi. Okay.
You talking to people? Is there an alarm
Can
going
you
to go
away?
off?
Dad, I
Are you
need more
going
attention.
away?
Dad.
Dad,
Wow.
dad.
She literally just jumped on the,
Right,
on
so
the laptop.
There he is.
You guys still hear me? That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
there he is doing it on the video. And it's interesting, Tim, that you found this, because this put me into a mindset of a race a few years ago where a young team out of Oklahoma at the time had a Miata down at Burrr, and we blew a head gasket, and we did the same thing.
Wow.
And,
Didn't you use like the rear glass out of somebody's like daily
it was
driver?
a bathroom mirror we bought at Walmart.
Wow. Okay.
So 2014.
Was it
Barbara
successful?
wrap-up. Huh?
Was it successful then?
We got heroic fit. We got a lap out of it.
We're great. You need
Depends
a-
on what you define success as.
No,
we got
no,
a
if you had
trophy.
If you had a treadmill, you'd have been fine.
If we had a treadmill, we would have been
Bring
fine.
one to the race every time. You never know if you're going to need it.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Fair
Okay.
enough.
The treadmill seems to work because he's done it at least 100 times, more like 1,000, and he keeps
He
working.
does.
On more
He has a
what
piece
has.
of glass too. Like he is actually measuring.
Yeah, he's got
these.
Oh, and
a
he's
slab of granite and the glass. And
right. No, and he's measuring each one of them very precisely to make sure that.
yeah.
It's super cool.
You should totally try this yourself, everybody.
What
not
could possibly go wrong?
Do not expect the success that he is having.
It will either work or it won't. There's only one way to know.
Yep.
Speaking of needing to know, so we've been working here with our buddies over at Racing Junk for quite some time, and this is we're going to take a bit of a departure. And I'm sorry to be a downer, and don't worry, we'll get funny here again in a second. But unfortunately, because we don't keep up with them very often because we're kind of a low maintenance media partner with Racing Junk. Net realized that our contact over at Racing Junk passed away this past July from pancreatic cancer. Pancreatic cancer. And it's just a bit of a shock because the conversations we always had with him, he was always very nice.
Young guy.
Yeah. Younger than almost everyone on this screen.
Yeah.
And we got to meet him at PRI, and I got to see him a couple times here in town for SEMA, and it is just a shame. So I'll keep saying this. Folks, go to your doctor, get your screenings. A lot of these things are detectable early on, and they're treatable early on. But then if you don't do anything, you start having massive issues, and your doctor's trying to play catch up. It's the same reason you've got people that will literally change their oil after every race, but won't go see a doctor about a numbness or a tingling in one of their extremities, which is usually an indication of something bad happening in your body. So, Godspeed, Bobby. We really liked working with you. Looking forward to the new guy, but we value everyone who tunes into, comments on, or even if you just listen to this and have never commented or subscribed or anything, but if you're listening to this, we appreciate it. And I would like you to take care of yourself so you can be around a while. Please do that. But to get back to the funny, what you got,
Ben
Tim?
has his hand up.
Hang on. So please, like, go and do screenings. And I'm gonna lighten it up real quick with a kind of fun twist on this. So Hooked on Driving, which is a HPDE company, they had lost somebody to prostate cancer, and they decided they were going to do a prostate awareness track day every year. And it turned into a pretty big deal where they had people do like drive-alongs in like crazy Ferrari spec cars and all sorts of stuff. They raffled a bunch of things off, and they had a medical team there to do actually exams on site. They would do blood work, they do physical exams, they do the whole thing. So it was like a great way for me to say to my wife, hey, honey, I'm sorry, I've got to go to the track for 2 days for this prostate awareness thing and get checked because I want to make sure that I'm good. And then I'm going to buy some stuff in the raffle because it's going to a good cause. So if anybody wants to go and do something like that, where you're raising awareness for a good cause to really encourage people for screenings and to do all the things, please do that. It's so important, and many of these things they're avoidable if you catch them early enough. So please, we love you. We want to race with you. Take care of yourself.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
And now you know.
Now you know. Do 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 do.
Do, 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 do.
There we go. All right. I need the cue so I can edit it
forgot.
in later.
Sorry.
Yeah. All right. But to go back to fun stuff on Racing Junk, this one took a little bit of digging, but I'm so glad that I found it. So this Eric Rude inspired wonderful race car, 1991 Ford Escort GT Turbo. No, they didn't make a turbo. All right. This was built by Jim Pierce himself. Yes, that Jim Pierce of Pierce Motorsports back in Torrance, California, when they were the epicenter of questionable life choices and brilliant race car engineering. And this particular Escort GT was his personal development mule, test bed, playground for all kinds of the parts that ended up launching his brand. So you're not going to find anything else like it. And let's be honest, this Escort is too much for you to begin with. You couldn't handle it anyway. Obviously, it's got a full cage tied into the shock towers because half measures are for street cars. He spent countless hours tuning the suspension, dialing the geometry, doing all the nerdy race card wizardry that you and all your buddies are like, oh yeah, we'll get to that between here and the next race. It has got a Mazda 323 GTX 1.8 liter turbo. That's out of the Miata, the Escort GT, but it's got a low pressure turbo because boost makes everything better. It's a 5-speed manual from a Kia Sophia. Yes, Kia. It's stronger than the Escorts, and it's more exotic than anything you've probably ever bragged about owning. It's got custom metal shift bushings, 4-wheel disc, fully independent suspension, KS coilovers, a fiberglass hood, a CAS LSD, because spinning one wheel is for suckers. It weighs 2,400 pounds with driver and fluids. That is lighter than your excuses. Just over 200 horsepower when it's feeling healthy. It's got 5 Falcon 660s with a track day on them. It's got 4 extra wheels. Now one is bent like your hopes and dreams. It's got a Cobra Pro Halo seat. It's an expired passenger seat and harness, but your friends don't trust you anyway. The current owner in Indiana bought it in 2010 after Pierce and somebody else had their turns. They raced it 2 seasons in NASA, used it for track days until it blew up at Chuckwalla. It's had a proper rebuild, forged Wiseco pistons, Carrillo rod, stage 2 flying Miata clutch, energy oil pump, that LSD, all installed by not the owner at the time. It runs and drives and shifts, but it does overheat a little bit because it's got a thermostat issue that you're going to have to work out. But you like a challenge. If you're looking for a cage turbocharged race proven piece of Pierce Motorsports history that will humble you empty your wallet and use up all of your mechanical sympathy, this is the car for you. And I bet with a Ford Escort and Eric Rude, you could probably talk your way into Class C, if not Class B. But, all right, it's ready to pass on to you so you can have years of racing and wrenching and overheating and emotional damage.
You had it right at raging.
Yeah, this is a cool car, though, man. For $5,000, that's a whole lot of ride.
Yeah.
So those photos, those wheels say Toyo.
I got to get to them
Oh,
because they sprung
Falcon.
for the real membership and they have 28 photos. Yes, the tires do say Toyos. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe they took a picture.
Yeah, it's
of
probably
something
older
different.
pictures like when he first got it, kind of a
Yeah,
GM.
don't let Chris, the tire monger, see them. He'll give you penalty laps for bringing.
Oh, I love that you think
Toyos.
Chris is the only one that does that. Ever since he told that story about CMP, I casually kind of walk around and do all that on Sunday morning too.
Yeah, me too.
But weren't you? No,
We're all
it
gonna
was
win,
Corey was with us when we busted the team full of newbies at Button Willow. They came into Black Flag halfway through Saturday, and I'm like, what are these tires? And they're like, we don't know, man. We bought them with the car. And I'm like, all right, you guys are noobs. And the way you're driving, I believe you, but go and take these damn tires off. This is cheating.
The way you're driving, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. I honestly do not think they were cheating because they did not have the skill.
No.
They just like, let's try these tires. Yeah.
Upcoming races.
That's just me, isn't it? I'm on the wrong spot. There it is. Yeah. got it.
Yes. Yeah.
Lemons is at New Hampshire.
What?
And this is the first Lemons race in New Hampshire ever that I am not going to be there.
Ever?
Ever. Even back when they used to run twice a year. Ever.
Oh.
I missed some,
know.
so it's not
Right?
not both of us.
Do you need a hug?
Also, when I see you at Summit. Yeah.
I'll give you a hug.
There are 96 cars.
That is amazing.
That is the right number for this track.
And it's funny because there's a bunch of people like, Summit Point sucked all the entries out of New Hampshire.
They did that on purpose.
No,
Yeah,
this is perfect.
That was the point.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
point.
Literally
Beautiful.
why.
New
Yes.
Hampshire's the only race that got full in the last couple of
And
years.
and then
So,
the
yeah.
people that were running it got hazed. Like it was
Yeah.
it was a crap show of the registration.
Our class
So-
action suit is still ongoing. Don't worry.
Correct.
Hashtag
I
Great West
forgot.
Gate.
I forgot about that.
So yeah, this is
Talks to a law firm of three
it's gonna be
pedal
a-
and mafia now. We don't race unless you race.
it's going to be great.
There's
This is going to be fantastic.
96 cars. But there's the problem though. 27 BMWs.
That's a lot.
That's boring.
Wow.
It is.
Wow.
3 Miatas, 6 Hondas, 6 Porsches. And from Eric, he says, so much room for activities. The return of the Studebaker, an Opel
Yes.
Manta, an MGB GT, Mercor XR4i, no T, 3 S10s,
Oh.
a Lexus convertible, and the
Ooh.
best Audi A6 ever to race in Lemons.
We follow them on the gram, and that is actually a pretty impressive. It is delightfully
It never
terrible.
works ever, but it's fun to look at.
It does Audi things.
Yes.
Yes.
and snowmobile things at the same time.
Yes.
Oh no,
Okay.
I don't think this is Rowdy the Audi. I think this is it's the blue one, or it's a blue one. Or unless they painted it. I think this is a different Audi.
You'll find out soon.
Yep,
Yeah,
right. And then you
exactly,
can tell
yeah.
us about it. Okay, AER is at Mid Ohio. There are a whopping 29 cars.
How many BMWs?
Oh, a lot of them. 19 of them are BMWs, 1 Miata, 1 Honda, 4 Porsches, and nothing interesting except for the Dodge Omni from Scope Creep Racing.
Well, I mean, you listed every car there.
I was just saying, yes.
That's
I know.
I hope the Omni dominates.
Scope creep.
It's fast. I
It
don't
is
know.
fast. People underestimate that car.
Oh yeah, and they keep building it because they've just got a whole bunch of engineers that build it up. So
And yeah, they're like the smart train drivers too.
yes, they are.
So
Okay.
good on them. So yes. All right.
Ready?
Yeah. What are we?
Listen to
Yeah. So your broken skid steer photo on Instagram and Facebook inspired all kinds of comments.
Yeah.
So Michael K, on what you working on, because you had you weren't working on the broken skid steer. You had the technician picture.
I waited for that picture because I was like, Chris was like, somebody else is going to work on that. You should post what you're working on from somebody else doing the work.
Yeah. So Michael K, who's always up for an adventure, was leaving for a family health thing at 0:30 the next day on the motorcycle. And he wanted to see if his former claim of laying down 700 miles a day, car or bike, any day needed is still true. And he said, I can, in fact, do back-to-back 700-mile days on a partial fairing motorcycle, but it is awful. What was I thinking? Mike, you're an adventurer, but we're getting old, bro. Reference Tim trying to sleep in the back of his own truck.
It ain't easy, bro. It ain't easy. Struggle's real.
Now, Scott M., seeing the partially lost track of the skid steer, said, you're not supposed to drive the wheels off your rental ride.
Yeah. And I said, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what you're supposed to do when you have a rental. I mean, except for that we had a broken skid steer. And then he said, you're thinking of a rental car. I'm thinking more of like an arrive and drive.
Which, right there, Scott, you are approved for any. We will endorse you for any arrive and drive. You've got the right attitude.
Travis B took his steam tractor out to a show and it looked awesome. And Ron M was getting ready to refurbish a 9-inch third member.
Mm-hmm.
What?
9-inch member. Yep.
Okay.
Brian M was deep into New Hampshire prep and evicting critters from the pit vehicle and attempting to pack as much as possible before the monsoon moves in.
Mm.
Adam N got the roll cage painted on the worst race car in the history of the world and then moved on to testing out a new prototype belling auger made out of an old saw blade and scrap metal. Nothing can go wrong.
Right? That sounds so safe.
Later down in those comments, he referred to it. I got to scroll over to it. He called it the
Safety 12.
12 that we moved up.
Yeah.
Or down the list.
It wasn't even close. But he referred to it as like the Polish grinding thing. And he's like, and you can't get mad at me because I'm Polish. So, it was Polish spinny death wheel or something.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Shoot.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome.
Well, Charlie P said, after spending all week helping with the AACA fall meeting in Hershey, I spent today helping in the concession stand at a wrestling tournament and watching my neighbor's son's soccer game. Completely ignored anything having to do with my garage. But tomorrow, if the weather doesn't suck too much, I'll be helping Hopes and Dreams Racing get the Camaro finished up for New Hampshire Motorsports. Good on you. Carl A was also race prep for Domination and Summit.
Nope, that's
we'll see there.
Dominion. He's going to Dominion.
I like
It's
Domination.
funnier
better.
Tim's way.
Okay.
Funnier with my dog barking in my face.
There's still a whole lot of domination to be had, though.
Correct.
We'll see at Summit.
Okay.
Anyone ever breaks the tracks off their skid steer?
Correct. Yeah, I don't. She doesn't usually use a skid steer. She's got people like you. Or
You know who never drives the wheels off of anything she rents?
That's true. I'll buy that one all day. That's a good one.
You know who could do back 700 miles on a partially faired motorcycle?
No.
No.
Not even a little bit. None of us should do that.
Not even for a second going to mention anything about her third member.
Good idea.
Good.
Okay, it's my time. Oh, we didn't say hi, Mom.
Taking the high road on that one.
Thank you. Okay, hi, Mom. We all say hi. Main topic. Now it's main top time. Okay. Talk about New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. It's happening. It's happening this weekend. And start us off, your Lemon Supreme Court. Chief Justice Janice.
You're screwed.
Secondary Justice Mental. Dave Eckel. And Julian.
Yes.
It's a good crew.
Absolutely. You've got Adam Gorel doing media. This could be a great time. We've got an email thread going back and forth, and the penalties are going to be fun.
I'm sure.
Good.
Yeah, good. It's gonna be a great race.
So tell us about what we need to know about this. This
All
is our
right.
typical pre-race show, and we got all the usual stuff.
All the usual stuff. If you've never been there, New Hampshire Motor Speedway. It is a NASCAR track. Loudon, New Hampshire, about an hour north of Boston. Lemons runs a 1.6 mile road course. Now, it utilizes the road course and the NASCAR oval sections. If you've never been, get over yourself. You're not going high into the banking. It is known as the North and South Chicane setup. So if you're ever looking for a track map, that's the one. And we'll have, of course, linked in our show notes. And then we've got like literally Chris said, he's never missed a New Hampshire race, Lemons race there. So we've got multiple episodes of this one. If you've ever been to the Lemons event here before, it's literally the same setup we always run. Thursday, the 16th of October. Your gates are going to open at 5 p.m. for an early arrival. At 10 p.m., the registration close. You got no armband, you're not getting in. And like the entry is like way out. So it's like even harder. So just get there on time. Otherwise, you're waiting until Friday, the 17th of October, where the gates will open at 7 a.m. There is an optional test day. You sign up at the gate with the track, and it is registered Lemons teams only. So you don't have to worry about somebody out there in some kind of a Porsche thing. BS and Tech is going to start at noon. Your teams are assigned specific times. I can't believe we have to keep saying this, but at every race I have judged, someone walks in, I'm like, what was your assigned tech time? Why are you here now? They go, we have assigned tech times. Does not bode well for you.
It's so many emails that say it. There's
Exactly.
so many.
All right. Now, you know what?
But you have to read the emails though. That's the problem. They show up and then you have to look at them.
Right? We'll even give you a link to the tech times.
Oh,
because that's who we are. That's what we do. Gear Tech is at the same time. And at 9 p.m., the gate registration closes. Saturday, 7 a.m. Registration is open. 9 a.m. mandatory drivers meeting. 9:30 grid. 10 to 5 is race session 1. 7 p.m. registration closes. 7 a.m. Sunday morning, it opens again. 9 to 4 for the race session on this one. 4:30 is the award ceremony. And at 7 p.m., tour buses of Indiana residents block the track exit to gawk at the massholes. Leafas are all coming.
Yep. The leaf peepers.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Is that, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear
okay,
you.
Great. Okay, great. The track is out there a bit, so there's not much nearby for food. Not sure if the fuel pumps at the track are working, so you should plan ahead. Make sure that you get the gas. The gas stations outside the gates are actually really nice. They're really big, open, great for pulling your rig in, get the gas before you get into the track. So,
and that was not always the case.
Correct. Yeah, they used to have the tiny one with the you'd be able to get like a general store across the street, but they made them really nice, big open. They're nice places. Nearest gas station convenience is about 5 minutes away. Google lists premium at $4 a gallon. Nearest Walmart is 15 minutes away in Concord. They're not usually 24 hours. They close at 11. Concord's where you might need to get anything. That's where everything is. So get it there. On the way to the track on 106, there's a pizza place we liked. It was called Brookside Pizza. Make sure you select the Loudon location. They have 2 locations. They yell at you before they said, are you sure that you want to be calling the Loudon location? So make sure you call the right one. When you arrive at the main gate, keep right and park and walk over to the registration buildings. You need to sign up for testing and power. Camping is power and camping the same. Do you need anything different for camping?
If you're staying like in the RV, because they have that whole RV section where with the full up power hookups and everything.
Yeah. Okay. And then bring your license with you, but they don't usually do license bans, especially
if it's not Thursday. Bring your license with you.
Correct.
Thursday.
Let's do that. Thank you. Yes, that's the right answer.
Yep.
Great.
I will give continual great reviews to the emergency room at Concord Hospital. 5 out of 5 would recommend.
They could have gone downhill since then. So you gave it.
Well, they were great then.
Then 20.
12.
12.
You know what? We're going to stick with that five out of 5, and no one who is listening to this
It's going to
is
challenge
going
it.
to have an opportunity to counter that review.
Okay,
no
but
one.
if you
will
do,
all be safe.
It's fine.
Yep. Here's another New Hampshire tip. If you're not local, stop at the New Hampshire liquor store. It's part of the highway rest stop on the way into the track. It's got a great
Or
selection.
on the way out, if you want to go on the way out too.
Right. It's got a great selection, great prices.
It really does have great prices.
Right?
We were on the judge's email thread, like I'm doing all this researching stuff to try and find all these New Hampshire like stereotypes. Every single one of them included a reference to the state liquor store at the state line.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
And they don't blink an eye at cases. So if you just say like,
Oh, yeah.
I want a case of all of these things, they will be like, I'll be back in 5. And then they just put them up front for you. Like they don't blink an eye. So
Nope.
stock up
all
and
the
save.
assholes going home. Stock up.
Stock up and save.
Yeah. It's like, it's a thing.
Been a tough week.
Yep.
And if it's been a tough race, plan to stop on your way out.
Yeah. Stock up and save on your way home. It's great.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
AccuTim.
the weather. Well, Friday,
It's the Burrcast.
it's going to be.
Oh, the podcast. Oh
gonna be-
my God.
Chilly.
Burr.
62 degrees with a 4%
That's pretty-
chance of rain.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to freeze, but I
I'm
don't
gonna
know what I'm going to do with it not being rainy at New Hampshire.
Well, the other thing on the information that I got on from my administrative assistant says 62 with a low of 32, which I'm going to call BS on that one. I'm thinking that is Celsius.
No. No, I think it gets that.
No, that's about right.
It's cold.
Usually,
Is it going to get
you-
down to 32 Friday night
Yeah.
with a chance
Yeah.
of rain?
Yeah, usually at New Hampshire,
4%.
we would
Yeah.
if we didn't have a garage, we would have to run the car before we went to bed
All right.
to get some temperature in it so that it wouldn't freeze up overnight.
I think
Or
that
put
should
a-
be. You should
put a-
assume it will be cold at night.
Yeah, or
So
put a
bring
block
your
heater
rock
on
salt.
it. Or,
Yeah, bring your rock salt and your halogen bulb lamps to keep your engines
Yeah.
warm.
It's great getting
Overnight.
out of the hot tub and into that to have to go to
It's
the bathroom.
not. And the bathroom's far away from where the hot tub usually lives.
Yeah.
Anyway, Saturday. Oh, you're on mute.
Bad temperature to be in a Speedo. So Saturday, high of 65, low of 39 with a 5% chance of rain, just enough to get things a little bit moist on the coast over here. And you can see on Sunday, things will start to clear up and temperatures will rise up to 70 with a low of 52 with a 5% chance of rain, 5% chance. But you'll need to wrap it up and get on out of there because it's time to go.
What
The
will
track-
be interesting is, and this is a few days out, is there is a 60% chance of rain on Monday. And I'm wondering if that's going to elevate.
You got plenty of time. We're only recording on Tuesday. If you're listening to this on
Yeah.
Thursday, you better check it anyway.
Yeah.
That's true. The track will run a test day on Friday. The time will be announced. Sign up will be with the track when you get there. It usually has been about $150 per car with one driver and $50 per driver. After that, open test day, but things have been changing recently, so check that out when you arrive. Don't forget your assigned tech time, as we've mentioned earlier. But in the past, you could walk the track Friday from 5:30 to 6:30. Nothing with wheels has been in the rules in the past, but also nothing on the schedule. So check with the folks before you head out there. Saturday the track is hot from 10 to 5, and Sunday from 9 to 4.
If you have one, bring a bike or moto because the track location is very far away. Things are far
And a
away
blanket.
from each other.
And a blanket.
Yes, and a blanket.
Yes. I will be bringing here's how cold it's going to be.
You need
I'm
socks.
Bringing socks. Exactly.
You're bringing
Oh,
socks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I had to dig in the back of my closets and find my boots.
Ah. Oh. Well,
Oh no, socks. Okay.
okay.
I've worn socks this year about the same amount of times you've broken a skid steer.
Oh, okay.
Excellent.
Do you want to read this next part?
Oh, yes. So it's a NASCAR track, and they will have the in center, because we're doing everything from the center of the track. They've got a grill down there, and it's actually pretty good, reasonably priced, really nice. As we have often said, these showers are excellent, and there's a lot of them, and they are warm. We talked about the gates opening Thursday, closing. You got to have a wristband. We went through the hours a couple of times. Here's the weird thing about the track is they do keep everything clockwise. So you're going to exit and enter the track. And as long as you have the main garage where penalty is always on your right, you're going to be fine.
Good idea.
Yep.
Hot luck Saturday. I'm not running it because we're not going to be there, but Sorry for Party is. So it's going to be awesome. They're pimping it. She's got a very nice spreadsheet. Sign up, please, if you can. Link is going to be in our notes. Post up. She'll be posting up. So if you can't sign up for whatever reason, just post up in the.
And I know what
socials.
you're thinking. There's no way Pantless Matt's going to be able to run a potluck, and you're right.
Yeah,
it's being run by Jackie.
Yeah, right. He's not.
Basically Chrissy.
Right. Yes, she's probably, but she's better than me in many ways.
It's the Dean version of Chrissy.
That's weird.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
She's smart. She's organized. She's going to take none of your shit.
That's absolutely correct.
Show up with a bucket of potato salad. You might end up wearing it.
You might not be.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's talk about the track.
Let's do it.
We're going to look at a track map and go through this track. And we're going to look at a track map that has 12 marked turns. Actually, I lost my track map. Whatever. I know this track well enough. I've done it so many times. So 12 marked turns. We're running the double chicane setup, which is what we run every year in Lemons. So just if you've ever run this outside of Lemons and this is your first time, we're not running South Oval like some HPDs do. All right. First off, how do you get onto the track? It is a challenge. You are going to go through the gate after you pass HQ on your right-hand side at a slow speed because, don't speed in the paddock. You're going to go through the gate out into the NASCAR hot pits. You'll take a left and go all the way down the hot pits. And at the very end of the hot pits, you're going to find Dale or Ken or Joe or somebody who's going to check all your stuff and make sure you're safe. After that, you go away from them to your left and go all the way along the infield wall, and you'll get all the way to turn 2. And it seems like there's nowhere to go, but just keep going a little bit. And you're going to go around the corner where there's a flag station in the infield and there's a bunch of cones and the cars are coming right by you as you're coming, as they're going through turn 2. That's okay. Just hug the wall on your left around the corner at turn 2. Next one, mental. Yeah. Hug the wall on your left. As you come around there, the cars are absolutely going to get close to you. As soon as you're there, hug the wall on your left and stay there all the way to turn 3 in the blend line. Do not try to go out into traffic. They won't see you because it's a kind of a blind corner. Just stay on your left all the way.
And no one who listens to this podcast will, but having judged this race, a bunch of you are still going to do it.
Yeah. Don't.
You're going to screw that right up.
Yeah. All right. So we're just going to go right into turn 3 and we'll get back to turns 2 and 2A later. All right. Turn 3 is the hard right-hand turn that goes across the NASCAR track up onto the hill. So coming in, you want to stay as far left as you can go as the track actually goes off of the NASCAR surface onto a little bit of the infield. So stay all the way left. You can brake in a straight line as you're going in there. There's good grip. And actually all the way on the far left, there is a newer set of pavement that sometimes this is coned off, but those cones go away fairly quickly. That's the best pavement on the whole thing. So you're going to get the best grip over there. And then it's, a fairly normal corner initially, but it's usually going to be 2 wide, if not 3 wide going through there. The gators on the far inside have no grip at all, so stay off of those. So as you're crossing over the NASCAR track, it's okay. The pavement is not great on the NASCAR section. And then you hit the uphill. And when I say hit the uphill, you really hit the uphill. It is an abrupt transition up. So you can be understeering as you're coming across the NASCAR section. That's okay, because you're going to hit that uphill and you're going to get that grip back and then some. If you do not have a limited slip differential, you're going to have problems if you stay hard right on the inside. It's just fun to watch people spin their tires on the way up that thing. But a locked diff, like the mini spool we had in the boat, was great. You just come into that and stand on it and pass everybody up the hill so that they can pass you again after they get over the hill and they can put the power down. But in general, this ends up being 2 lanes going up the hill for the people that, so you just need to read the traffic ahead of you to see what's going on, and to make sure you're in the better lane of the 2. Now, as you come up the hill is turn 4. It's called a turn. It's really a very slight bend to the right as you're cresting the hill. There's a flag station on your right that is usually black flag. It's also very important because you can't see what is over this blind hill. You need to see what the corner workers are looking at. So as you're coming up out of 3 into 4, look at the flag station. And then early on, try to find a visual cue off in the distance. Like there used to be a tree that I found one year, and there was a dumpster, and there was a porta potty in the far parking lot, and use that to line yourself up as you're coming up over the hill. And once you get over the hill, this is when it's a decent passing opportunity. Some cars have done the hill very poorly and are going very slowly so that you can get around them there as you come down into turn 5, setting yourself, which again, not really a turn, setting yourself up for the bowl, which the bowl on out is a series of turns that essentially are all linked together, and you have to take them all as one. So the bowl, you're coming down the hill, you're going pretty quickly, and the bowl has a lot of camber, like a lot of camber. So you're going to stay all the way right if you can, as you're coming down the hill. And just after it flattens out, when you start to get more pavement on your right-hand side, that's when you're really going to start heavy braking. You can brake surprisingly late there because your suspension is compressed because you're at the bottom of the hill. So you've got a ton of traction there. So brake really late. And then once you've got that pavement on your right, look up to your left. It seems weird because you're about to dive down into this bowl, but look kind of up to your left all the way around the track. And you want to turn in late enough that the bowl and 6 through 7 is all one giant corner. And you're going to turn into the bowl once, one turn in hard to the left, and you're looking way up ahead, way up to your left. And then very gradually, you're going to unwind the wheel as you're on the gas. Keep unwinding, keep unwinding, keep unwinding. And then if you do so, you're just going to end up at the top at 7 and straight, and keep moving the wheel gradually to the right, which gets you to turn 8. If you find you have to turn in again anywhere, that means you turned in too early for this whole setup. So you want to go brake late coming in, turn in once on the gas, power yourself out of that hill. It's usually going to be 2 wide going through the bowl. Pick your best lane. Watch for people that are pinching on the way out. Also, don't do everything you can to avoid washing high on the bowl, because once you get to the lip, it becomes flat and you lose all that nice camber, and then it becomes off camber, and then it becomes 1-inch gravel that is a foot deep that will suck in any car that goes into it. So yeah, if you're getting to the top, ease off the gas, slow down a little bit. Do not get 4 wheels up over the top lip of the bowl. You will regret it.
And then you will sit there and regret it for 20 minutes.
Oh yeah,
while everyone laughs at you. And
the only car that I've ever seen get out is when we had the Wago van. Dave Culberson put it in there. And it was the Wago van. It was 4-wheel drive and had that super low gear that was to the left of first. So he put it in super low and the thing kind of like chugged its way out of the gravel and then proceeded to leave about 8 tons of gravel on the track. And I was finding gravel in that car until we scrapped it. And I kept finding more. Yeah. All right. So as you're top of the hill, there's a flag station up in the trees to your right. This is the treehouse flag station. You can see it as you're coming up out of the hill. Look for it because you have no idea what's on the other side of the hill at turn 9. No clue. So look at the treehouse. This is a nice opportunity for some passing of people that did the bowl incorrectly. But if there's no one around, your natural curve kind of continues to flow here. And you're going to apex the right-hand side at the curb, but then you're going to point straight at the next turn. Turn 9, it's a late apex, hard left downhill. And so many people screw this corner up. We're going to talk about a line through this that is absolutely faster than most people do. So you come at it under the treehouse, keep the curbing immediately on your right, and then straighten this whole corner out as far as you can. And then here's the key. The next corner, the hard left, is huge. So don't brake until way late. And then brake in a straight line, and you're going to outbrake a lot of people. Watch out on your left, though. There's a gravel trap where the track pinches you off, and people get shoved in that gravel trap a lot and kick a lot of gravel on the track. So sometimes you get marbles there. But if you go straight through there, brake late, and turn in late, because you don't want to have any kind of track out on turn 9. You want to make sure that when you turn in, you're going to end up with your left side of your car even with the black and white striped walls that are on your left. Because you need just a way to enter that corner. You do not need to exit it because the exit is the next corner. Yeah, so come up along the curbing, what's always up the zebra striped. And this, on your way out, is where the infamous turtle was. I think they have shaved the turtle down, but it used to be this huge, and it's still there, it's still somewhat there, lump of pavement on the corner. And if you hit that, you will like your car. People roll there from hitting it. And right behind the turtle, behind the wall there, is a corner worker. So that's why they have the turtle there. That's why they have the wall there, is they're trying to keep people away from the poor guy who's standing there, trying to keep you all safe. So turn 10 to the right. You're going to later apex this because as you come down, you're going to hit the NASCAR oval again. And then you're going to go on the other side of the NASCAR oval. So the car is going through multiple transitions and it's initially wide, but then it tightens right up. And I've seen plenty of cars go into the wall there straight or spin. So late apex 10 to the right. It's very bumpy. Depends on how your car deals with bumps. But if you late apex and hug it tight initially, it's a lot smoother and safer. And then you've got a nice wide area where people will try to pass, and occasionally you can get a pass done. But then it tapers right back down to essentially single file for turn 11, which is a left-hand turn in the infield. Some cars will end up going off on both sides here because they get pushed. You really need to be thinking ahead and planning ahead for this. Sometimes you need to let off before 11 to get yourself in a line so that you actually end up carrying more speed than if you try to go through it too wide. So you start to...
Also, cars will occasionally park themselves on either side of the grass here because this is getting close to pit out or to be able to try to make, if they're trying to make it around the track. Sometimes they are broken and are sitting in the grass on either side of this this area because they're trying to get off the track.
There's a nice flag station on the inside 11, which you need because now you've got another couple blind corners coming up. Also, you're going to find people dive bombing left across the track because they are about to miss the pit entry because pit entry is in your left after 11. It comes up quickly. You just got to get way over to the left. All right. So now on your way out of 11 though, be careful. Don't track out too far. Some people come in too hot and push wide and then they get caught in the ditch that's about to come up because 11 tightens up on your right. And so many people have gone wide there that the ditch on the right-hand side, on the other side of the curbing, is enormous. And during the weekend, you're probably going to watch someone hit it and feel, you can feel the hurt from your car.
In your teeth.
Yeah, it's so bad. So
To your
do not
soul.
touch the curbing on the right-hand side on your way out of 11. That's all I will say. All right, then you're coming up, 12 is coming up onto the straight. There's a bunch of cones that are going to be dividing pit entry from going onto the straight. Please don't hit them. At the end of those cones is a wall, the pointy end of a wall with sand buckets in front of it. Don't hit those either. We saw that happen once. That's no fun. So, but this again, it gets tight and people pinch in there and it gets a little rowdy sometimes, but fortunately 96 cars, it'll be better. But then as soon as you're through it, you're back out onto the big wide open straight. And as long as there's not an errant wheel just rolling around in the middle of the straight, you're driving out there, it's fine. And you will go 3 wide. You'll probably go 4 wide at some places coming down there. Yeah. But that's
Don't
nice.
wheel.
You get to clear out.
Don't wheel me, bro.
Yep. Don't wheel me, bro. That's where it happened. Okay. So now
get that shirt before I go for this weekend.
you should. Now it's not a high speed straight. Like I think most cars, they're only going to get like 100 maybe, but it's nice to sort everybody out. So now turn 1, 2, there are 2 different lines through this corner. The first line is faster and it's stay high to the, where are we?
Oh, sorry.
All right. Anyway, turn 1, you're going along the NASCAR track, stay to the right, stay high. Don't brake until the 1 or like after the 1. You're going to brake super late because if you do, you're going to be on some camber and starting to go down a little bit. And you then are going to take a really kind of wide arcing line into turn 1. It's really fast. That way, you end up kind of standing the car on the right front wheel. And it works really well if you do the outside lane. Problem is, though, you've left the inside open to anybody that wants to come dive bomb you on the inside and ruin your time. So the other way is stick all the way hard left, like all the way hard left, like right by the flag station. So the video mental showing is actually the middle line, which is it's like the worst of both worlds. So if you stay all the way hard into the inside, no one's going to be able to cut in the inside of you. And you just hug that around 1, which is the left-hander, and you just generally gradually slowing down the entire time as you're there, coming into 1. But you can if you're not trailing your brakes into 1, you are missing out on so much speed. All right. 1A is a corner that so many people get wrong. This is the right-hand turn after turn 1. This is entirely a throwaway corner. Turn 2 matters, turn 1 matters, 1A does not matter. But people go through it and apex it and track out on it, and you're just wasting time. So if you're coming out of 1, stay left later than you think, and then apex 1A such that you have basically no track out at all. Do not track out. This video is actually doing it correctly. So you're going to come into 1A and you want your right-hand side wheels to be straight and level with the little tiny straight that's there, and the car to be not turning for a little bit. And then as you come up to 2, which is coming onto the oval again, you're going to be set up to get on the gas much earlier and have a much better arc through 2 onto the straight. And stay on the lower side if you can. It gets you on the camber for more and longer. And then if you've done it right, you'll find that you could just gradually unwind the wheel as you're putting the power down. And then the car will just naturally be pointing straight down the chute at 3. You don't have to do anything. It just flows when you do it right. It's a couple spots there that work really well if you have to flow, if you've done them correctly. Right. Timmy, what's up? You're on mute.
Can I ask everyone I've never been there. So what are each of your favorite corners at that track?
Oh, 3 into 4.
Up the hill, Mantle? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's
Absolutely.
The bowl complex, because it's one of those, if you get it right, it just flows so well. Like you brake late enough, you turn in late enough, you turn a hard, decisive turn into the left. And then the gradual unwinding as the car flows up and out, and it just flows right into the turn at 8, which flows right into the turn at 9. And once you get it right, you'll say, I get it now. And it works so well.
I'm going with the same. Yep. That's the part that if it's good and you can pass a couple people, but there's not so much traffic. Yeah, definitely a good spot. But it's not good in the rain. I think we're not talking about a whole lot of rain right now unless it changes. But this track has a completely different setup for rain.
Oh,
completely.
Yeah. If it rains, you were literally driving the exact opposite of everything I just told you.
Because I didn't do that. And then I spun. At least I got slippy once, spun once, came in and said, I'm out. No.
But the 3 was also having a developing uncommanded steering input problem at that race.
Yeah.
That was the one where the whole
It's
hub was back.
fine excuse.
It's been more than just that car. So.
It's an excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was also the one where you were like in the car going, why is it so hot in here? Because
you turned the heat on.
Yeah.
Yes, that's also
because I got in the car. I'm like, this is cold. Wait a minute. This is a real car. Yeah. There we go. Turn the heat on.
Yeah. I was very hot. I forgot about that. That's funny.
Yep. Okay. It's a fun track. The pavement's getting a little crappy in some spots.
Yeah.
You're going to wear tires. Like you're going to wear tires. Like we would go through half of a set of tires.
Oh, I didn't even see this video. I apologize,
Yeah.
Chris. Sorry.
But it's a lot of fun.
Ooh, this is a great video. We're going to, let's.
What's this?
What
the
video
one
do
you
have?
linked in the thing where he's throwing down with the Cordoba.
Oh, yeah? Great.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I just randomly searched it, but here's exactly what so you can see as they're coming up the hill. So everything that Chris was talking about with the bowl and the 789 complex, and you're very smooth, and you just it's literally that Senna moment of you become one with the car, and it really is. It's not even a mechanical execute X, Y, and Z at points 1, 2, and 3. It really is a flow, and you really kind of feel that bonding with the vehicle. And that's the reason it is a great series of corners. My favorite is 3 into 4, because that's the FU corner. That's the I've been here, you haven't. You've got more power than I do, but I'm about to put 6 car lengths on you because I know something you don't know corner.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's going to take you another half lap to catch me, sucker.
Yep. Especially in the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll be something different.
Yeah. Here's a trick. In the rain, go all the way in the left up the hill, like as far left as you can go. You think, well, there's marbles and stuff. That doesn't matter. You have so much more traction on the left there.
Yeah.
Just go up the hill on the left.
Much crappier pavement.
Yep. Fantastic.
Okay.
To race there some point in the future.
Yeah. I
Can't
didn't
wait.
realize you haven't been there.
I have not been yet.
I'm surprised.
And so like, a lot of tracks we go to, the caliber and skill set of the flaggers varies widely. This is a NASCAR track. It is owned by NASCAR. So the flaggers are usually, with few exceptions, very, very good. And to work the Lemons race, they have to earn points by working every other event, because they take the hardest working folks and let them work the Lemons race because they love. And a lot of them travel from a fairly decent distance away and will even rent an RV and stay at the track because they like the Lemons crowd so much. So if you're hanging out Friday or Saturday night and you see someone that looks like a flagger, have a conversation.
They
with
come
them.
to the party. Yeah, they'll come to the party. Yeah.
They're so much fun.
Mhm.
Just the whole staff there is really great. We do
forgot
love
about
to
that.
tell the story of way back in the day. And this is why Sorry for Party hosting the potluck is such a big deal, because it's kind of the East Coast reunion of Sorry for Party. The one time they actually had the Failbird prepped, and then they got on Craigslist and bought a living room set that they set up in their garage. And it was like your grandma's couch and chair and love seat and
table.
and table.
We brought end tables. Remember we brought the
Wait, so we did. Yep.
Yeah, we brought end tables. Yep, that's a thing.
And
I'm just saying there's a lot of furniture on Marketplace right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they left that there, and the track staff was like, they're like, well, we could store it for you, but we're going to use it when y'all are here. And, it's Dean and Jackie and Matt. They're like, yeah, bro, have fun. And
I
some of the
thought
stuff
they-
would get
I thought-
replaced. And the next year they would show up and the living room would be set up for them in their garage. It's
I
great.
think they paid rent, but
I think they did,
yeah,
but
that's
still, every year
still.
the living room set would come back out, and that stuff got. If it could tell stories, man, I seen some shit.
it needs some needed a well. You wouldn't want to sit on it if it had a GoPro on it and all.
Yep.
Or a
But
light.
so yeah,
No.
if even if you're a veteran of this track, you never talked to any of the track staff, you should. They're just fun folks.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Is that it?
Next year, maybe. Next year.
Maybe. Is that it?
I think so.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Great. Well, if you're going, have a great time. Oh wait, didn't you have something down here? There's a thing down here. Did you have
Is that a,
something?
I don't know what
is
you're
that a
talking about.
leftover?
I think it's
Okay.
some
Probably
leftover.
leftover.
Okay.
Yep.
Great.
We're good.
Never mind.
Fantastic. Well, have fun in New Hampshire without me,
If you're
everybody.
if you're
who's
there,
Oh.
yeah,
Oh,
have fun.
If you're
Mental,
going,
have fun.
Go see Sorry for Party. I'm just saying.
Absolutely. Yes.
It might be crazy.
Might be.
Might be crazy.
Dude.
Bringing the
Might?
band back together.
Seriously?
Yeah, they're bringing the band. They're bringing the band back together. Look out!
Exactly. It's the triumphant return of the failbird, baby.
Oh
It's a
man,
lot.
it is.
you're
the
getting ahead of yourself there,
OG.
mental.
It's the OG crew. Like,
Right,
be
you-
careful.
You added adjectives into that sentence that may not be appropriate.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, have fun, everybody. We'll talk
Have
about
fun.
it next week about how it all went and prep
Mental
for
take
Summit
notes.
the following week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Double episode next week. Here we go.
Yay. Okay. Let's go.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
Thanks for downloading us. We hope you enjoyed this week's edition of Everyone Racers. We also hope you will join us in the world of driving, racing, and building because everyone can be a racer, even you. If you enjoyed this podcast, subscribe. It's totally free. Then go to iTunes and give us a 5-star rating. Even if you hated us, give us 5 stars and tell us why. If you have any questions or show ideas, drop us a comment on our Facebook page, Everyone Racers, or email us at everyone.racers@gmail.com. You can still text us at 484-243-0455. Find us on Instagram at everyone.racers, YouTube and Facebook under Everyone Racers, or even Reddit at /E1R. Thanks again, and until next week, keep the shiny side up, unless, like us, there is no shiny side, then just keep those wheels down.